right, in my studio today, I have Doug Porter, and Doug is a great locally owned business person. He happens to own Woodstock Building Associates. Doug, good morning to you.
Good morning, Gary.
So no bike today. What's up?
I almost came in and rode my bike in this morning, but I decided I'd go to work first, make sure all the crews are out and about, ready to go today.
All right, so you got a Monday morning, you're busy, all the crews are going out, so you opted to get right to work early. So you've already been to the office.
Sure, I was in at 6 this morning, making sure everything's in order. It's a busy time of year, you know.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of a cold snap this last week, so kind of pressure to make sure we got all of our winter work ready to go and moving forward.
Absolutely. Doug, you got a great locally owned business here, Woodstock Building Associates. How long you guys been in business?
39 years, Gary.
Yeah. And an excellent reputation, too, I got to tell you. Where are you located?
78 Prospect Street in Woodstock, Connecticut.
And a big showroom there, too, right?
Yes, we do. Helps people see. They like to visualize things. It's nice if you can touch them.
Yeah, there's textures, there's countertops, there's cabinetry, there's setups, and then a really nice, comfortable place to sit down, spread plans out, and come up with a new look for your house, right?
Absolutely. We want to make sure people are comfortable in their houses and also comfortable in our showroom and our offices.
Okay, so again, that's 78 Prospect Street in Woodstock. What's the telephone number there, Doug?
860-928-0897.
And where do we find you online?
WBAhomes.com.
All right, big team up there, too. And again, locally owned business. Here's a local builder, and there's a bunch of people. How many people do you figure working up there?
I think 19 people right now.
Okay, so...
The big thing we push is we're professionals from start to finish.
Yeah.
We have professional designers and estimators. Then we have the tradesmen to get the work done. And then they have me to finish and make sure everything gets done the way you expected originally.
And the other thing you're known for, too, and everyone mentions it, is how meticulous you are with being on budget, on time. And boy, you really, you make sure that happens.
We work hard at it. It is difficult because we just looked at one job and we counted up there were 75 different people that worked on the job. So we got to coordinate with 75 other schedules. Yeah. That's a challenge.
That's what a contractor does, and that's what you do so well. Back in September, we talked about getting ready for winter, right? You had a big list for us back in September. Thanks a lot.
And I think the list may still be somewhere out on your website.
It is.
It's important. And yesterday I was out going down to get the newspaper, and it was kind of cold, and it reminded me that things that people should finally check before winter really hits in its earnest. Make sure your gutters are clean. Make sure that's probably the number one thing is make sure the gutters are clean. Well, number two is probably make sure your heating system's working well.
Yeah.
So have it serviced. Make sure you get it squared away. And then one of these little things that causes trouble next spring, make sure the hoses are disconnected from the outside faucets. It may not cause an immediate problem, but over the winter that faucet can freeze, and then when you go to use it in the spring, it won't work.
Okay.
So just a few little things to keep an eye on.
Easy things to overlook, too. You had a note, too, about the high winds, the big windstorm last week.
Yeah, we had a lot of wind, and a lot of tree limbs came down. People lost power. But, all the limbs didn't fall off. There still may be some hanging up into your trees. So you should take a look around, see if you see anything that's caught in the trees, and maybe you need to talk to a tree person to come in and take care of those before they do cause damage. Yeah. I actually have one at our shop that we look up, and I'm saying, boy, if that comes down, it's going to take out our power lines. I just as soon have it taken care of now when the weather's good than in the middle of a snowstorm and then have trouble.
You mentioned power outages, too. You guys do generators up there.
Yes, we do. And your local electrician can help you, too. If you're looking for some help, we can help you, too. We're big on Kohler generators. We think they're excellent quality.
Yeah.
And guess what? We have a lot of happy clients this last week when they lost power and their Kohler generators kicked in and ran smoothly.
We use Kohler generators here at our studio plant and also out at our transmitter facility on Nancy Drive. I am also a fan of Kohler generators. Well, what's your topic today? What do you want to talk about?
Talk about winter remodeling projects. I think people think about when the winter comes that that's it, no more work around your house. And actually, it's a good time to work around the house.
Why?
Well, contractors may not be as busy because a lot of people think work needs to be done in the spring and the summer and the fall. But guess what? Most of us work year-round. We're happy to have the work in the winter time, too.
You can get a contractor in the winter. Good to know. All right. What else is on your mind?
Start with smaller projects. And it's something that you can do maybe yourself, or if you're not that handy, you can have a contractor come in and help you. And there's little things you can do. Put paint in a room. That makes a big difference. All of a sudden, a room, it looks brand new when it's painted. Maybe you can add some trim details to your dining room. In your dining room, you could put up some chair rail, make it look a little bit more formal. Okay. Living room, you could put up a crown molding. In the foyer, you could put wainscoting up or raised panels. And in the mudroom's one of my rooms that I think is most important in the house. You can organize it. Maybe have some cubbies built to help get that squared away.
Good idea. What else?
Well, add some light fixture. Guess what? It gets dark in the wintertime. So maybe adding some light. Put some under cabinet lights in the kitchen. Maybe you've been struggling seeing all the food you're preparing in the last few years. Maybe put some under cabinet lights. Not very difficult to do and make a big difference.
Okay.
You could add recessed lights in your sitting room. As all of us get older, we need more light to read. Dr. Goudreau tells me that all the time. Doug, you just need more light.
Get some good light. All right.
So add some light. That might make a big difference.
All right. What else for small projects?
Well, you could upgrade the interior doors of your house.
Doors?
Maybe you have the old flat doors, it's just like you have here at your office. Maybe you could put some raised panel doors up. Right now, the style is the Craftsman style, 3 or 4 panels. Change a few of the doors. Not a real difficult task to do, but can make a big difference on how your house looks.
Okay. What else?
Well, then you can always go into the bathroom and take a look and upgrade the bathroom. There's simple things you can do that you could just upgrade your bath accessories. You could get a new bathroom mirror. You could get new towel rods. You could get a new shower door. All of that would make an impact. Then if you want to get a little bit more involved, you could change out the countertop and the sink. You could change the toilet. And then if you're really adventuresome, you could upgrade the entire bathroom.
Yeah.
And we see that a lot of times. We'll go into houses that are 40 or 50 years old and nothing's been done to the bathroom.
Sure.
So they got those nice green fixtures or the blue fixtures. It's time.
Yeah.
And I always tell people white's a good color. White's
right.
neutral. It'll last forever. And then add your color elsewhere. Put it in your accessories, in your towels, in your wallpaper, in your paint. But white fixtures are nice.
What about tile?
Tile's good. We're fortunate we have a really good local place here at Northeast Flooring down the street here on Kennedy Drive, and they can help you pick out some tile. One area I suggest is backsplash in the kitchen. Put that up. That can make a big difference. Your kitchen look new all of a sudden just by adding a backsplash.
Yeah. All right. What about the front door?
Well, first impressions are important.
Yeah.
And people come to your front or whatever door they come to. A lot of people come in through the side door or whatever. Whichever door everyone comes through, maybe you can make some upgrades. Simple thing would be to put new hardware on it. Put a new handle set so it's a little bit more elaborate than the little knob that you used to have. Maybe you can get a little bit bolder. You could put a new door on. And even though you might not think about doing a door project in the winter because the cold air will come in, it's really a fairly straightforward project and something a contractor could get done in a day. Or a homeowner could take 2 or 3 days.
Okay. All right. What about now? These are all small projects that you mentioned, and again, the winter is a good time to do this whole shopping list that you just peeled off. Again, because it's not just about spring and summer months. What about larger projects?
Well, now's the time to plan for your larger projects. There are lead times involved. You have to get on contractor schedules. If you're going to do, for example, a kitchen remodel, you have to order your kitchen cabinets. Cabinets can take 4 to 6 weeks to get in. So it's time to start thinking about those projects. And during the holidays, which are coming up, it's a good time to see what works and what's not working in your house. Is your kitchen too small? Can't accommodate your family when they come over for Thanksgiving or Christmas? Are your bathrooms okay? Are all the guests coming out and saying, God, you need to update your bathroom? Those are things to look at. Are your closets not big enough for your storage area? When everyone comes over, where do all the coats go? Where do all the boots go? Where do all the scarves go?
On the bed, right?
Absolutely. That's because the vacuum cleaner's in the front hall closet because you don't have any other place to put it. Well, maybe it's time to find a place for the vacuum cleaner.
The bedroom. All right. Sorry.
That's no problem. That's the real world.
That's how we grew up. All right, what else?
And then maybe you figured last summer you made it through with your outside deck area, but you really felt it was too small. Now it's time to plan that deck project for the spring so you'll be able to enjoy it next summer.
All right. So again, for larger projects, you want to contact your contractor, sit down, come up with a plan, and book early, so you can get that. We can never say that enough. And you're already scheduling work for spring of 2018.
Absolutely, and I'm sure other contractors are too. But it's us contractors, we do like to work year round, and we We try to plan our work, and sometimes we may run short towards the end of the winter. We thought we had enough winter jobs. So think about it, because contractors may be looking for something to be done in late winter.
Okay.
We all have our spring jobs where we're ready to start digging and get in the ground and get these bigger projects. But sometimes we're looking for fill-in jobs until the weather breaks.
You're generous mentioning other contractors, too. The other thing that you've said here before, which always impresses me, is for Woodstock Building Associates, check us out. You always say that. Check us out before you call us, right? Because you really go out of your way to be well regarded in the industry, and you are. And you can do that. You recommend that, right?
Absolutely. And we're very fortunate. We have a good group of contractors in this area, whether they're carpenters, electricians, and plumbers. And I really tell people the key is to check references.
Yeah.
Talk to other people. Talk to your friends and relatives, and who did they use? Did they do a good job? Not only did they give them a good price, but did the project get done for that price? And did they stand behind it when work needed to be done in the future?
There you go. And Woodstock Building Associates, ask past customers, what did you think? And I guarantee you're going to say some great things, as we can also at our house. What's your tip of the month this month?
Well, this is a little different one, but it's just something to think. We had a lot of rain in the last few weeks, and we had calls in our office for leaks in the roofs. And a lot of times they weren't related to the shingles, but they were related to the plumbing pipes. Really? So that when all the plumbing in a house is vented out through the roof, they call it the roof boot. And for some reason, the plastic on the roof boots is not lasting as long as it used to.
Oh.
Used to be good for 30 years. Whenever you redid your roof, you'd redo the roof boots. Now we seem to think the roof boots are only lasting 10 years or so.
Oh.
So take a look up. Have someone look at your roof boot, see if the plastic is deteriorating. It's a fairly simple fix. A roofer can help you. A plumber could help you. More than likely, a roofer would be more appropriate, though.
But it's a potential leak spot in your roof, the vent pipe.
And when it leaks, it may not leak in the immediate area of the pipe, the vent pipe, because it can follow the vent line and come out somewhere else.
Okay.
So it takes a little bit of sleuthing to find it, but something to think about.
Good to know. Hey, we want to thank WBA, Woodstock Building Associates, for supporting the Putt and Rotary Club. And I know you were all behind the Rotary Club Rose Sale, which was a huge success this year.
It was
the Rotary
great.
Club.
We had a little bit of an issue in terms we didn't get quite as many red roses as we'd like, and we apologize for those people that didn't get the color that they wanted. We are a little bit at the mercy of our supplier, but we ordered, I think, 1,400 roses.
Yeah, and they went.
Thank you, everyone, for their help with that. It's one of our largest fundraisers.
Woodstock Building Associates, 78 Prospect Street in Woodstock, Connecticut. See them online at WBAHomes.com. Also on Facebook, Houzz, Houzz, Guild Quality as well. And it's a good place here, locally owned. Doug, thanks for being here today. Good job.
Thank you very much, Gary.
It's 7:50.